As mentioned before in the prior quick run of the KMS tutorial, I wanted to show you a specific breakout video about the equipment page, as that takes a bit to run through, and I just wanted to be a little more thorough with that. In addition, I've created a separate video about registering equipment, but in this video we're just going to focus on the equipment page itself. When you click equipment, you'll see a list of all the equipment you do have registered, however many kiosks you have. You'll see whether they're online or offline, and then if you want to change anything or take a look at anything specific to that equipment, you click on the name of the piece of equipment, and now you are in the specific equipment page, which is pretty thorough. So let's run through it bit by bit. Equipment information is going to tell you the status, when it was last seen online. So if it was offline, you might have an idea as to when it went offline, and the software version, and the TeamViewer ID, which is always helpful for support. If you can provide that in any correspondences or emails you send, it'll make it a little quicker for us to track it down, but we can also find it this way as well. To the right is the current hot buttons. In this demo organization, we've already created a few, but you can always edit hot buttons. You have the option to add up to 6 hot buttons. You can change the order that they're in and that they're displayed on. You can add a hot button at any time. Now, the hot buttons can only be created if they're products that are already in your VMS. Popular use cases are items you want to feature, or more often than not, items that are barcodeless, typically fruit. So you can name all your fruit, or you can have an apple button and a banana button and so on, but you have to have it in your VMS, and you have to have the product created. You can then take the name, the product might be Cheetos in this case. I could name it whatever I want, Cheetos, new Cheetos flavor, whatever. And then you can choose the hot button icon. We do have a variety. We're getting there. We keep adding more and more and more, but there are a few that are not present. If you have any suggestions, you can always let us know. I'm not going to bother to create a button, but you can try one when you're on KMS as well. It will push to the kiosk usually within 15 to 20 minutes, but if you have someone on site at the kiosk and you're in a rush to get the button up, usually rebooting the kiosk will bring it up immediately. Let's go back to the piece of equipment and keep going through. Configuration settings are the settings that you gave when you registered the kiosk, and we will have a separate video about settings as well. Cash collections is going to show you the cash collections within a date range up to 30 days that just pertain to this kiosk. You can export the files in an Excel if you wish. Alerts and notifications, this is also going to loosely pertain to the settings group. On the left, we click on View All Alerts and just see the alerts that just pertain to this piece of equipment. Yet again, like the other alerts page, we can search, we can export, but again, this only pertains to the VE lobby, or whatever the piece of equipment's name is in this case. The notification group, you can create a notification group in the settings. I'll go over that in my settings video, or you can change it to equipment specific, and at that point you can customize various alerts that you want to see. We will go through this a little bit more in the settings video, but you do have that option to make the kiosk have its own specific notification settings, or you can have it be part of a broad notification group that can be on multiple kiosks. Down here on the left is sales. You will be able to see sales from today, 7 days, and 30 days. You can export the sales, or you can actually browse them, and you'll have some more details here. You have date, what type of purchase it was, loyalty card or credit, the total. If you want even more details, you can hit the plus key and you'll see the exact item or the number of items that were sold, any fees, any discounts, that kinds of thing. Let's see, moving on, you have location. This is where you'll set the location, and once you I'm actually not going to change this, but you'll see once you go in and select the location, it will generate the weather in that area, and it will push that in the top left of the kiosk. Products is the catalog name and the amount of products. You can export the list here if you wish. Temperature probes will show up if you're using temperature probes, and then it will show some data. But since we don't have probes hooked up, you won't see this right now. And promotions, you can go into promotions and you can see the ones we have running. We have a bunch because it's our demo kiosk. You have various types: home screen image, rotating image, screensaver, and screensaver videos. You can add a promotion. You can select the type here. You can give it a title, a start date and an end date if you only want it to run for a certain period, and then you upload the file. Currently, we only have the ability to change these promotions on a per kiosk basis. Eventually we will have an ability to do a bulk upload to multiple kiosks at once. But for the moment, just be mindful that you can set up promotions for all your kiosks, but you'll have to do them one at a time in the equipment page. And that's the whole tour of the equipment page. Obviously, if you have any questions, you can always contact support. As a matter of fact, here's another link to contact support. All right, thanks for watching.